Ever stared at a physics equation for hours only to forget it the next day? Super frustrating, right? But what if I told you there's a cool way to train your memory inspired by ancient Indian wisdom? Today, I'm going to share mind blowing memory hacks, and to make it fun, let's start with the story of Vikramaditya and Betal. Wait, who are Vikramaditya and Betal? Okay, quick backstory. King Vikramaditya was a wise and brave ruler. One day, a powerful sage gave him a strange mission to capture a ghost named Betal from a tree in a spooky cremation ground. Sounds easy? Huh, not at all. Betal was no ordinary ghost. He was super smart and trickster, and also he loved testing human wisdom. Every time Vikram carried him, Betal would tell a tricky story and ask mind-bending question at the end. If Vikram knew the answer and stayed silent, his head would explode. If he answered correctly, Betal would escape back to the tree and Vikram had to start all over again. Sounds like a tough challenge, right? But here's one of their stories that will change the way you think about memory. The story of the three dolls. It will tell you what kind of learner are you. One day, Betal told Vikramaditya a riddle about three identical dolls and asked a question. The first doll had a hole in both ears. Whatever it heard went straight out. The second doll repeated everything but didn't understand it. The third doll absorbed knowledge and truly understood it. Then came the big question, which doll is the smartest? Vikramaditya thought for a moment and answered wisely. The first doll is forgetful, just like when you hear something but don't focus. The second doll just repeats things like rote learning, where you memorize but don't understand. But the third doll truly learns because it observes, understands, and applies knowledge. Betal was impressed, and now I ask you, which one do you want to be? If you want to be like the third doll, here are four super effective memory hacks to help you actually remember what you study. Number 1. Takshasila method, which is to learn by teaching. In ancient Indian universities like Takshasila and Nalanda, students weren't allowed to just memorize stuff. They had to teach it to someone else to prove they truly understood it. Now, let me tell you how to use this hack. Step number 1. Write the concept in simple words. Step number 2. Explain it as if you are teaching a friend. Step number 3. Notice gaps in your explanation and fix them. Here is a pro tip. Don't have a friend to teach? No problem. Teach yourself in front of a mirror. Record your explanation or just pretend to explain it to an imaginary friend. Number 2. Mind maps and visualization. Here's the Aryabhatta technique. Indian mathematician Aryabhatta used visualization to understand numbers and the cosmos. Instead of cramming, he turned information into patterns and pictures. Try this instead of memorizing equations. Instead of just remembering Einstein's energy equation E is equals to mc square, picture it as a pot of boiling water. E is steam from boiling water, m is the water in the pot, and c square is the fire's intensity. More heat is equals to more steam. Now you'll never forget the formula. Here's a hack for you. Use drawings, doodles, or even emojis to make notes more visual and memorable. Number 3. Recall with sound, which is inspired by temple bells. Ever wondered why temple bells ring before prayers? It's not just spiritual, it's also a memory hack. Sounds and rhythms help us remember better, so that is why we remember songs more than our textbook lessons. Let me tell you how to use this hack. Turn formulas into songs or mantras. Clap, tap your desk, or use a drum while recalling concepts. Make up a rhyme for tricky topics. For example, if you struggle to remember Newton's laws, make a beat. An object at rest stays at rest unless a force makes it move its best. Try it, it actually works. Number 4. Memory palaces, which is inspired by ancient gurukuls. Ancient gurukuls used storytelling and locations to help students remember vast amounts of knowledge. You can do the same using a memory palace. Here's how it works. Imagine your house as a gained study guide. Newton's first law. Picture your sofa not moving, which means object at rest. Second law. Think of a heavy fridge. You need more force to push it. Third one, jump on your bed and it pushes you back. When you connect learning to real places, your brain remembers effortlessly. So, which learner are you? Are you the first doll letting information in one ear and out the other? Are you the second doll memorizing without understanding? Or are you the third doll actually learning and remembering? Try these Indian memory hacks and become the third doll, the smart one. Which trick worked the best for you? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend who's struggling to memory things. Let's make learning easy and fun.